Hello, smart mathematicians. Let's do question 8.1. I usually deal with questions individually, but in this case, I'm going to discuss with you all the three questions at once. Okay, I want us to look at the information. This is very important. We look at the information and the writer before we even look at the questions. We have to discuss the information and the writer. Even in the exam, do that. Look at the information and the writer. You work on the writer first, and then after that, you check the questions. So it says in the diagram, O is the center of the circle. These are the key points. So O is the center of the circle. So we have to look at the center theorems. Remember that an angle subtended by an arc at the center of a circle is double the size of the angle subtended by the same arc at the circumference of the circle. Remember that a line drawn from the center perpendicular to the chord will bisect the chord. And a line drawn from the center to the midpoint of the chord is perpendicular to the chord. You have to remember those center theorems. Okay? And then the next point, the next key point, MNPR is a cyclic chord. You see that? What do you think of now? You think of the chord theorem, the cyclic chord theorem. Remember that the exterior angle of a cyclic chord is equal to the opposite interior angle. And remember that the opposite interior angles of a cyclic chord are supplementary. You have to remember those theorems, right? Sn is a diameter of the circle. That's another key point. Diameter of the circle subtends what? Subtends a 90-degree angle at the circumference. Okay, remember that the angle subtended by the diameter at the circumference of the circle is 90 degrees. Okay, and then chord MS and radius OR are drawn. So we've chord MS and radius OR. Okay, all right, I don't think we're getting enough information from those. Let's leave them for now. And then angle M2 is 64 degrees. It is very, very important that you read the information and then you work on the diagram. So now we're given this angle 64 degrees, and then we're told that MNPR is a cyclic chord. So we can find angle P there. Angle P and angle M2 are the opposite interior angles of a cyclic chord. So they must add up to 180 degrees. You can say 180 degrees minus 64, we must get 116 degrees. And then what else? O is the center of the circle. We haven't used that. Oh, Sn is the diameter. Sn is the diameter of a circle, meaning that this whole angle SMN, this whole angle SMN is 90 degrees. SMN is 90 degrees, and then we can find M1 there. If you say 90 minus 64, what is 90 minus 64? That's 26 degrees. Okay? And then we haven't used the fact that O is the center of the circle. Arc SR subtends angle M1 at the circumference, and then arc SR subtends O1 at the center of the circle. So meaning that O1 is going to be 2 times M1, which is 50, 52. 26 times 2 is 52. Because the angle subtended by an arc at the center of the circle is double the size of the angle subtended by the same arc at the circumference of the circle. Okay? And then we can also find O2, adjacent angles on a straight line. We can say 180 minus 52. That is 128 degrees. 128 degrees. Right, what else do we need? We don't have tangents. Okay, I think we have done as much as we can with the information that is given. So that's what you do. You work on the writer as much as you can. And then once you go to the questions, it becomes very easy for you to answer them. Right, let's go to the questions. Question 8.1.1. Determine, giving reasons, the size of the following angles. Angle P, right? So we have angle P. We already have it. So what do? We just have to write our answer and the reason. So angle P is equal to 116 degrees, and then the reason, opposite angles of cyclic chord. Then we get our 2 marks. And then let's go to 8.1.2. Angle M1, already have it, becomes very easy for us. So that is 26. Angle M1 is 26 degrees, because if you say angle M1 plus angle M2 is equal to 90 degrees, angles in semicircle, right? So we have angle M2, so angle M1 is equal to 90 degrees minus angle M2 minus 64 degrees, which is equal to 26 degrees. And then don't just work on the writer, you have to write your answers with reason, statement and reason. Don't forget that. Euclidean geometry is always statement and reason. And then 813, we're finding O1, so we got O1, which is 52 degrees. And then our reason was that angle at the center is equal to 2 times the angle at the circumference. So it's 2 times 26. So angle O1 is equal to 52 degrees, because angle at center equal 2 times angle at circumference.